Welcome to Talk Therapy with Carter and Sharity.
Hi guys, how are you?
Today we're going to be going over a TLC show called I Love a Mama's Boy. It's a new show. We were excited about it because we're addicted to Smothered when we already started. And we're going to go back and forth one by one through the first season of I Love a Mama's Boy and season 2 of Smothered. But today we're going through this one, and we're excited about this one because we think it's going to bring balance to the force.
Balance to the Force. So we watched Smothered, and now we're watching the male version, I guess.
Yeah, all the different ways that mamas can love.
So when we were watching Smothered, we were also sharing kind of our personal stories. So this one really you might be able to really relate to.
Yeah, I didn't have as many stories before. I feel like I'm going to be able to share more. You feel I'm a mama's boy.
I think you're a mama's boy.
Okay, we'll see.
I think all boys are mama's boys. Like my mom loves the boys more, so I definitely think all boys are mama's boys.
Well, we're pretty awesome. Let's kick it off and let's see what we got here. This is the first episode.
I just love him so much.
I really see him as just my forever.
And you might hear Sugar in the background. She makes guest appearances on occasion.
Everything about our relationship is perfect, except for one thing. His mom.
She's a
Jason, it's mommy.
I mean, I think you'd be afraid if my mom dropped through the
Jason is a mama's
staircase
boy.
like that too.
They go on dates.
I don't know. I feel like your mom's.
Yo, you said you had some back shaving experience.
I feel like I'm dating Matt.
I didn't have the
and
privilege
his
of going
mom.
through that with you, but
There are no boundaries.
I did date
We don't have
somebody.
that intimacy anymore.
is this a pause? We might need
Yeah,
to...
it might be worth
All right,
it.
let's
Now you
see.
just brought that up.
This is the face. This is a good face to pause on while we think about this.
I did date somebody where I shaved their back, and if I wasn't shaving their back, their mother shaved their back.
Oh, okay. Maybe season 2. We can get them to call in.
But what is that?
Oh wow.
Good morning.
Who doesn't like coffee in the morning on your nightstand? I mean,
Still warming up to the idea of
That's a
living
lot.
with Matt's mother. She needs to take a step
that's
back.
awfully pushy.
I would never tell my mom, you need to butt out.
In life, there's a hierarchy.
Right?
And I'm
Right on top of Matt.
Feels like it's a competition. This girl that I love is pulling me one way, you calling me on the other hand, pulling me this way.
Well, it is a competition. His mom has to like me before we get engaged because she is gonna make the final call.
That's a horrible
Heyo.
feeling to have. This is your life.
It's interesting they need other people to tell them that
Finally
sometimes.
are starting to plan our wedding.
I'm your mom. I would not set you up for failure.
This is exactly what I was thinking.
It's not going to match anything that we have going on in our
Well,
wedding,
you're gonna wear
though.
a white wedding dress.
My thing is that you guys are not listening to me when it comes to what I want, because I mean, it's still my wedding day, too.
I mean, I just know how important it is to my mom as well.
I want him to be happy, and I know he's not going to
Wow.
be happy with you.
It's like this constant.
I think he likes it.
I don't like the way that you came to the public, show your body. How can I trust you?
She keeps
Right? Body shame and a half. Watch out.
Awful monster of a mother.
Said
causing
keep it
all the
covered
problems
up.
with our relationship.
I don't want his mom to be his number one.
Oh, man. That's aggressive.
Good night. If he's not gonna put me first, then I'm not
I
really sure
mean,
where we're
I think
gonna go
Ricky
from here.
Bobby's father said it best. If you're not first, you're last.
That is not true. You are the one who make my life miserable. I'm sick of you.
Oh, man. I'm excited.
Okay, so I stayed quiet because I saw really two things. The first one, in just this introduction, the first or the primary issue I see is the hierarchy. Who do you put first?
With that one mom or just generally?
In general, who do you put first? Do you put your girl first?
What do you think? What do you think?
First? And then, well, what do I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think it depends how serious you are about the girl. I think mom is always number one until you're with your partner. And then whoever that partner is, they come first, and then everybody else is secondary.
Okay.
And
I
then
agree. That's what I say too.
I hope that's what you say.
That's the right answer.
I know
think.
I know I felt I've had to question before who comes first in your life.
I know. I think you've actually questioned me before who comes first. And it wasn't even my mom. I think it was my dog. You were like, tell me and her who you love more right now. Say it.
That's because
Tell her who you love more.
That's because you really are a
And
dog
I told
man.
her.
And your dogs, especially the great and late Hippo, she definitely came first, and I knew it.
Yeah,
and
I feel
she
like you're
made sure
hedging
I
because
knew.
I said her.
Well, and then
it was early on. It's what you said, because you said girl. Like, who comes first, your mom or your girl? And then you said the relationship. So I think it's important what stage in the relationship you are. Like, if you guys are just early dating, maybe you prioritize your family more than them in the early parts of your relationship. But once you get to a certain point, that becomes your primary family.
Exactly.
Which I think is some of the blurred lines that we run into on these shows. I feel like this one's going to be more the case than on Smothered. Like, the
girls and their moms have it's more like a sister relationship is what we saw on Smothered. This one
it's like a life partner. It's like a life partner type of deal. And this one seems more like a relationship almost.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like Smothered is more like sisters, best friends. This one comes off as like an intimate relationship with their mother. Like, it's very much like the moms think they're the girlfriends.
Yeah. Because I feel like it's because of the fact that guys don't tend to hang around and be life partners with other people unless they're like mates with them.
Exactly.
And
yes,
I feel like in order for that to happen, it seems like the mom is claiming the territory, if you will. I mean, in both of
why
these
are you
scenarios,
saying the mom is claiming the territory? Why aren't we also making that's an assumption? What if the boys are claiming the territory?
We'll see if that's the case. We'll watch it. Just from those highlights, it seemed like the mom was the one taking charge in these scenarios. From I Love a Mama's Boy to Smothered, the children aren't usually the ones taking charge. But
well, hold on. That was issue number 1 I saw was the hierarchy. And then issue number 2, I've already forgotten it, but I'm sure I'll remember it in a second. So it was darn it, I knew I probably should have wrote it down, but let's just go ahead and watch it, and I'll tell you what the,
yeah, we can talk as we go.
We'll
get to see it again.
Air step. You got him?
Yeah.
Give me a little secret legs.
Kim and I have been dating for 3 years now. I pretty much knew fairly quickly that this was going to be it.
Matt and I met on a dating app. We hung out talking for hours, quoting movies and just being silly. He can impersonate movies really well.
Yeah. I can do Olaf from Frozen and stuff like that. Pew, pew, Anna, no, too high! Crash! Doors slamming everywhere. Sisters torn apart. Well, at least they have their parents.
That's
their
creepy.
Parents are dead.
I mean, it's cute, but creepy at the same time.
Kim is my first serious relationship because until I fell for Kim, there was
I don't have anything against voices, you know. I like voices.
Potential for a life partner like I see with Kim. One of my favorite things about Kim is seeing her with our dogs.
Are they twins? I wonder if they were a natural birth or not.
That shows me that she would be a fantastic mother, and she's already a fantastic partner. We've talked about marriage and things, and
what do you think, natural or C-section?
Stuff to come.
So a little bit over a year ago,
that's awful.
There was a fire in our apartment in Santa Monica, and it caused a
I've had a
huge
house fire.
financial burden on Matt and I.
Uh-oh.
So for us, the easy temporary solution was just to move with his
smelled that one coming.
So Matt and I currently live in Matt's
I could smell the smoke
old
before the
bedroom.
proverbial fire on that one.
Love you. It's not an ideal living situation because Matt is a total mama's boy.
It's not nice to use labels. Look at that.
Morning.
Kelly,
Get up.
57, Matt's mom.
Kelly.
Here you go. You're welcome. How are you?
Good.
Yeah. Still warming up to the idea of living with Matt's
What if we're gonna get like a
mother,
mama-son pose?
and it's just a lot more challenging than I
So I have a
initially
question
thought
for
it
you.
would be. Because Matt and her
So-
are
There
so
we go. That's
close.
close enough. Matt and Kelly.
Matt and Kelly. That's a really cute picture of him and his mother, though, by the way. But
You think they were really laughing? You think they posed for it? Or?
no, I really think they were laughing together. They look like they're laughing
He does
at
voices.
something.
I think it could be an improv, you know. He might have the chops for it.
So I have a question for you, Carter.
Yeah.
So if, God forbid, something ever happens to our house, or one of these tornadoes blow through or something
Mhm.
like that, would you be open to the idea of going to live with your mother?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so this is the show for you. So you'd be open going to live with your mother. What do you think it would go well? Because
Or your mother.
my mother. Okay, this is what is this called? Mother's boy, Smother's boy,
Mama's boy.
Mama's boy.
I love a mama's boy.
Okay, so let's focus on your mom, Mama D. So do you think Mama D, would we have issues with Mama D? Because we've stayed weekends and I've enjoyed myself. Mama D is amazing. But do you think we would have boundary issues if we would go live with Mama D for
I don't
whatever
think so.
time period?
I think she's pretty conscientious of that stuff.
Okay.
I don't know though. Maybe we'll see. We haven't even seen what a real mama's boy situation looks like. This is just, some good, friendly family laughter right here in a freeze frame.
Well, I was just thinking if we went to live with
What
your
do you
mom,
think?
what would happen?
Do you think? It sounds like you think there might be.
No, I don't think we would have a boundary issue, but I do think I would have an issue.
With what?
I would definitely be monitoring my behavior because your mom keeps an eye on my behavior to make sure I'm giving you the love that she thinks you deserve.
See, I think that's just healthy.
Let's watch this
Let's
some
carry
more
on.
and
Let's carry on.
see if we can see some similarities.
Oh, they work together. That's cool.
So they carpool in the morning. Kelly and Matt are always planning something. whether
Matt
it's
and Kelly,
pedicures
Kelly
or
and
a
Matt.
nice
That's cute.
vacation. I'm totally the third wheel with them. And instead of us going out for a date night, he'd rather hang out on the couch drinking his sleepy time tea with his mom.
I don't even like
It's
sleepy
a
time
great
tea.
system.
Yeah.
Right, Kim?
Kelly. Oh, Kelly.
She actually looked like she wanted to include her.
Aren't we doing happy hour tomorrow?
Yeah.
I like those dirty
martinis. Usually the extra dirty ones, the ones I like.
That's weird.
Do you know that
That was
you're
an
getting gray
intimate
hair?
touch.
Yeah, I know.
It's very distinguished
It's,
looking.
face
though.
touching is always intimate. Like face hair
Matthew and I
touching.
were close because of all the trauma and all the times that I thought I was going to lose him. When Matt was born, we found out that he had an infection that attacks your heart.
And this is the same story we hear every time.
The doctor said that he was not going to make it.
Well, I think I would smother
was a
my
hard
kid like
thing.
that.
That's what I was saying. It's the same thing like from Smothered that we kept saying.
I'm sorry. So, tragedy can bring you closer. And my husband and I grew closer together. And as a family, we grew stronger. Everything turned out for the best.
But I feel bad that they went through it.
Why do you feel bad?
I think
Because he's sensitive.
it's
and
a
he
big
feels
deal.
things.
Why we're close, why we're so close, and that's why we work so hard to.
But to still
keep
feel
our
bad
relationship the
after
way it
this
is.
long and you were a kid and it was something you couldn't help?
He's just being in those emotions with her.
Okay.
Now, just a
Now be in that makeup with her.
This is just in between my salon
She
visit.
doesn't
This
cross me as
is
someone
this
who
is
misses
why
salon
it's
visits.
this is why it's so easy for him to be in the emotions with her. Because he helps her color. See, my mom would love it.
I know.
If I helped do hair and makeup.
Something I definitely have a
But I
challenge
think your
with.
mom would also have
That
some
haircut's
questions.
some intense. You think she does
I
that
just
for
think
him?
that Kelly can do this on her own. If she's capable.
She can't see up here. It went.
Awfully
I think a lot
considerate
of
of
women
him.
just use like the mirror.
Yeah.
And then she's not going to have it perfectly
It's
done.
a really nice
See,
bathroom.
they don't have a son like Matthew.
Yeah.
I think they make a great couple, and I like him, and I want.
Can you push
my
pause?
son
I think
She
that's
likes
a
her
big
son.
deal.
But
What, that she
in
likes her
life,
son?
Oh,
there's
wait.
a hierarchy.
Oh God. Okay, so
I
she
think we're
was
about
clearly
to talk
about to
about
ruin.
Charity's first point.
Well, she's clearly about to ruin what I was about to say. I thought it was a big deal for her to say, I like Kim and she wants them together, because I feel like a big issue with a mama's boy is whether or not the mom actually likes the girlfriend or the partner.
Mm-hmm. We haven't heard about the dad in this scenario.
But we did just see his dad,
We did see a picture of his dad
and he said that she said the family grew closer together.
after his complicated birth and childhood.
Upbringing. Yeah. Okay, well, she's about to probably take away every good thing I was just saying about her.
I don't
but-
know. To Pinnacle, the
She
hierarchy.
she's
This is your
just
favorite
pointing a
part. This is your
triangle.
number one point. I feel like after this, we'll get to your number 2 point, probably. But I mean, I think she set her up with the compliment so that she could
Tear her down.
not tear her down, keep her in her place.
Okay, that actually brings something that's like one of my biggest pet peeves. And I think you're the one who taught me about doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're saying, hey, I really appreciate when you do this, but it's like you just took away every good thing you just said. It's almost like you said the good thing just so you can get out the negative.
Or your opinion or your experience.
Right. I don't like butts.
If it's important.
I think you can always say,
I love butts.
I know you like butts, but like B-U-T or
I think you know what
spelled
I think. I
differently?
think we all know what we're talking about here.
Are they spelled differently? B-U-T
They are, yeah.
or B-U-T-T?
Yeah.
I don't think that's true. I want to look
Yeah.
it up in
The booty.
dictionary.
The booty is spelled with 2 T's.
Oh.
And is it a conjunction? The
Mine might be
conjunction
3
is
T's.
is with 3 T's. So yeah, some 3, 4, could be 12.
Okay.
Let's hear what Mama Kelly has to say. Uh-oh.
I'm right up top.
Yeah, let's
Where's
go.
Matt go? Oh, he's under the pyramid. I forgot.
Kelly, what did you do when we moved away? Like, what did you do when we were living in Santa Monica?
She took in foster kids to color her hair.
He's like living his best life under this roof. I swear, he's so happy. I do love that Matt cares about his mom so much.
They
He
should
has
start
a huge
playing that.
heart. He's very compassionate.
Living my best life.
But on the other
Hang on
side,
back and
it's
forth,
frustrating because we don't have that intimacy anymore. If Matt doesn't step up and tell his mom, when we do need that privacy, I think it might cause a lot of stress on our relationship and then our marriage.
Uh-oh. Georgia.
This wind is killing me.
You look nice, though.
I look nice? You look good too, babe.
Thanks, babe.
She's
I'm
cute.
Emily, and I've been dating.
Shakib. 30. Mama's boy.
He's 30 and she's 24. Okay, so I already
I
have
love how
an
they
issue
label
with
him.
that.
He is the mama's boy in question.
Yeah, but I already have an issue with this relationship right here.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about race, okay? I don't think
We're
it's
not,
appropriate.
not talking about race.
Okay. What were
My
you gonna
issue
say?
is she's 24 and he's 30. And
Oh, okay.
I don't
Age.
believe when you're in your 20s, like I don't have an issues with age gaps and age discrepancies in
Yeah,
relationships.
because my parents are 8 years apart. Go ahead.
Exactly. When you're over 30. But when you're in your 20s, especially if you're a woman right now with all the other oppression and other things we face as women in 2020, when you are in your 20s, I don't think you should be dating someone more than like 3 years older than you. I think it is real easy to lose yourself by dating an older man as a woman when you're in your 20s.
I can see that.
I really do. And it's not just from personal experience, but watching others. I really think women in their 20s should focus on themselves, personal growth, and if they happen to have a relationship, great. But hopefully, it's with someone who is around the similar age as them. Because I really do think once women get into their stride and they hit 30,
Or
which
younger even, you know?
right, but when we get a little bit older and we get a little more smart and we really figure out the world, because women run the world, when we tap into our womanhood and how we run the world, I think the only reason you'll realize the only reason a man who's over 30 is trying to date a 20-year-old is for some type of power, some type of authority that he can't get from women his age. So I just have an issue here.
With that body, you know, sometimes they go for that body, that young body. That's what they're going for. I like an older woman, so I support your point. I personally went for an older woman on her way out of her
Oh my
20s.
gosh, Carter.
So I support your position and the movement.
We are 6 months apart. I'm not an older woman to you. We are 6 months apart.
Point taken.
Okay,
Point
back
taken.
to Smothered. Just
Let's
had to
hear
get that public announcement out.
Shakib and Mrs. Shakib have to say.
Shakib's girlfriend.
She seems
For about
mature
3
for her
years.
age.
When I first met
She's been through a
Shakib,
lot
I felt like
with
the
Shakib's
happiest
mom.
woman in the world.
Like, I felt like we met at some past life or something like it. It's like we instantly just clicked. If I win this point, you'll
I know, I can feel the chemistry.
Oh, see? It's called strategy.
Look at that. Did you see that? Were those fireworks? I didn't see them. Yeah, see, look, fireworks. Hey.
Adventurous.
They go on adventures. They have fun. We have fun.
Outdoorsy. I want to go on like a mini getaway.
Like where?
Something where we've both never been.
I hope that one day we can start a family of our own. But you know, realistically, I gotta face the facts. His whole world, his whole life revolves
They may never
around
have a
his
family.
mother and no one else.
I think it's her point.
Okay, Shakib. Open.
See, I feel like that's problematic, probably, right?
I made it with all my love. Enjoy it.
So this is Layla. Layla.
Wow.
You got me on my knees. Layla. Yeah, you have anything on this?
No, I mean, she's
Begging,
feeding-
darling, please. Layla.
I mean, it just seems like he's still a little baby.
62.
She's feeding him. I want to watch more. I just wrote down some thoughts, but I don't know if it's gonna come true. Let's just go. Let's keep going.
Does it involve wiping him or
Huh?
does it involve wiping him?
Wiping him?
Wiping him.
No, but this is the one we saw who's getting shaved in the intro
I know.
by his mom, his back being shaved.
I mean, we did see his back getting shaved.
And now she's
I'm gonna go out
feeding
on a
him.
limb and guess Shakib and Layla. I don't know where the shaving stops, but let's get another look at Shakib real quick. We'll see if it looks like she does. So she clearly does neck and back. We've seen back on
I mean,
tape.
he looks like he's super hairy. So
Yeah, he's very well maintained. I wonder, does she do butt or groin?
I love
Carter.
to feed chicken.
What?
But
and always
here's
I'm
the
going to
thing.
do
Is
it.
that inappropriate? Have I gone
It's
too
a
far?
very
No, you haven't gone too far, but I will say
Just asking questions.
if someone's that hairy, they probably do have to have a lot of maintenance, and it's either going to be super expensive,
Actually, you did have.
Or-
You were kind of an expert in this. What go ahead.
or who else would you have do it if you're not going to go to a professional service? You'd want someone who wouldn't judge you, who's willing to do it right, and who's probably already seen it.
Which is why you go to a professional service, because that's that type of person.
Everybody
I feel
can't
like
afford
if
a professional
people
service.
in your personal life do these things, it's hard for them to do them it's hard for them to do your personal maintenance objectively and not have feel a certain type of way.
Okay, this
Like, to
guy
have
is
it be
so
strictly
hairy
business.
that his mom has probably been doing it since he was like a preteen, like
You know what he
11
needs?
or 12. So she's
He
probably
needs the
used to it.
Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 is what he needs.
The Manscaped.
Yeah, with the moisturizer
I got
cream.
you one of those.
I mean, I think it was amazing. I don't know if they need like an off-road model for Shakib, or if you could just get like backup razors that you can do replacement heads on it, or what. But I mean, I want to know how far it goes, because I don't think that they're worried about appropriateness. So let's hear what Layla has to say.
beautiful feeling. Open.
Shaves his arms too.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Not at all. I live with my parents. My dad loves the relationship I have with my mom because it kind of gives him some time to do what he's got to do. So in a way, he's like, you know what? You're cutting me some slack. You know, just always being there for
I mean, there's an excessive amount of hand on thigh from Mama.
No, we've seen her shave him. We've seen her feed him. Now she's
I figure she shaves at least that high.
holding him.
She shaves at least that high, or she wouldn't be putting her hand there.
Oh my gosh. Stop with the shaving.
He says he takes over the fatherly duties sometimes when Dad has to
he
get business done outside the house.
He said his dad probably appreciates the fact that the mom's attention is on him.
No, he said he does.
Don't cross the line. Come on.
It's a fact.
Thank you. I'm proud of you.
I think it's beautiful.
People post pictures of meals all day. I'm gonna post my oatmeal. You know why? Because it's made by you.
Oh, thank you.
And it's actually.
Wait, what was he gonna say? It was actually what?
Lila's
It
relationship
was actually made
with
by
Shaquille
Quaker.
is very suffocating.
Quaker, Breakfast of Champions. Making breakfast since 1802. 1820?
I put up with Layla and Shakib's relationship because Shakib is an amazing guy. And at this point, I'm ready to move in together. But unfortunately, I feel like Layla
No,
wants
that's why she fell in love with Shakib. Look at Shakib's picture from back when she met him.
Oh, we don't know if that's back when she met him. We don't know when they met yet.
How old is he?
He's 30. That looks like when he was 20. When he was 24.
Yeah.
She didn't meet him when he was 24.
How long have they been together? Did they
I don't
say?
know. They haven't said it yet. Hold on. Let's just. I'm gonna write that down as an open.
He was
question.
definitely shaving his whole body back then. Look at her. She's like, I did the good work.
She's younger there too.
Naturally.
to live with her for the rest of her life. And unless I can get Shakib away from his mom, this relationship
She's saying he's
is
a nice
not
guy.
going to work out.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
What?
I see a
A
lot
lot of work that needs to be done. Let Mama do the work for you.
of here. You look like a monkey.
That's not nice.
We do everything together. I mean, as a child, my mom always like, we're.
That's not nice.
No, and so right now we don't know how long they've been together,
Nope.
her and him. We also don't know
What your second point is.
the dad's relationship with him yet.
I know we haven't even seen the dad really. We know that he's a nice guy.
We didn't see the dad's relationship on the other one. I'm the only thing that I still think weird here is their age to age. So far I'm reserving my comments. I want to finish the rest of the clip.
The only thing we've heard about Dad is that he has a lot of business that needs to be done outside the house, and that he needs a son to tend to his wife a lot.
No, he just is happy to have a son there,
Okay.
and he lives at home. That's what we know so far.
I mean, Mama's boys are nice guys. If anything, empathetic, kind guys.
I think that's how they come off.
And at this point, I'm ready to move in together. But unfortunately, I feel like Layla wants Shakib to live with her for the rest of her life. And unless I can get Shakib away from his mom, this relationship is not going to work out.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
What?
I see a lot of hair. You look like a monkey.
Look at his face. He got scared.
We do everything together. I mean, as a child, my mom always like was bathing me up to what how old was I? She stopped bathing me. As embarrassing as it sounds.
Sixth grade.
Sixth
All right.
grade.
We always have. I mean, take that down. We had on Smothered. I think we had one that was still bathing with mom. 2. Well, 1. The other one was just sharing bathwater.
So one was sharing bathwater. The one who had the surgery with her mother was the one who was
Sonia?
still being bathed. They were showering together. They were still showering together. Actually,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So when you're in sixth grade, you're
11.
10
That's
and 11.
Roughly like 10 or 11.
You're 10, 11.
Right.
And
Maybe 12 if you really did some extra prep work.
I think I quit being bathed. I took baths with my sisters until like the 2nd grade.
Usually, I think the rule is that you stop bathing them when they start asking questions about stuff like that, and they're aware of what's going on, because you do it originally for efficiency purposes, right? But if you get to the age and you start forming memories that you're going to remember into adulthood around that age, that's why people stop doing it like right before you start going into school.
I remember
and
stuff at like
socializing and stuff like
4 or
that.
5 years old.
Like 3, 4, 5, that type of stuff. And people bathe together like with their siblings, maybe a hair longer than that for efficiency, same reason. But having your mom bathe you once you're, moving into middle school, about to start driving, like if you can operate a vehicle, you can probably manage to scrub yourself in your nether regions.
So I definitely think 10, 11
your
years
own.
old is too old to be bathed by any parent.
How old? 10?
10, 11 years old.
Okay.
Is too...
All these firm lines.
No, it's definitely... I'm not saying it's a line. I'm saying that's definitely too old to be bathed by your parent.
No, it's okay. You can say it's a line. We'll put a line on that for our kids, I promise.
The only thing that I think is weird is that no one told him before then. Like even the dad didn't kind of step in. I think it's odd for
busy doing work outside of the house.
And I really don't think it's the kid's fault. I think it's odd for a mother to want to continue to bathe their child at that age, because that's when you're trying to...
She doesn't want her boy to be a dirty monkey boy.
That's when you're trying to protect your children from the world, and you start teaching them, especially if it was a little girl, you start teaching them about like privates, you start teaching them about like when they're in public, what people can and can't do, things like that.
Razors.
And so it's really weird to have a mother continue to bathe their son at 10 or 11. That's when they're starting to develop. That's when you're finally having sex education in school.
Agreed.
So it's really odd. Like I actually now have a really sour taste in my mouth about the mother.
So does he. Like, didn't you hear him say it? He goes, it's actually weird saying it now.
Well, the only thing though that I don't know, because I didn't grow up it seems like it could be a cultural thing. I would love to have any of our listeners who may have come up in the same culture call in to let us know if we're just missing something, because right now we're just talking about societal norms, but there could be a piece to this that we're missing.
Right. We're open.
We're definitely open. So I'd love one of our listeners to call in, confirm, let us know whether there's something else out there that's a cultural piece. If there's not, this is definitely weird. And I think,
I don't know, the women on Smothered were both American. They were real American.
They were real American, real weird. But I definitely think this goes back to your point. Would we be okay with a father saying he bathed his daughter till she was 10 or 11?
What do you think?
I definitely think people would be reporting this to the authorities right now.
Especially if she made that same statement and she was like, actually, come to think of it, I was kind of old.
All right, let's keep going.
Yeah. It's just that your mom was out of the house a lot. So, I wanted you to handle... They wanted you to handle, the spousal duties with me. It just doesn't sound right coming out of a father's voice. Shaving your daughter, is that problematic?
Yeah, that's push play.
Okay.
We're not even going there.
Are there safe zones to where you could shave your daughter in certain areas?
No.
I miss those days.
She said she missed it.
So you get to relive it every month. But just by shaving my back.
It's gonna be a little bit cold.
Yeah,
but it's been a long time ago.
And my buttocks.
Can you push pause?
Let me shave. I don't want to.
Okay. Besides her hating on Emily,
in this moment, don't let your talk of Emily ruin this moment for me.
He said we get to relive it when you shave my back, and in the bodybuilding competitions when you shave my buttocks.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets to rub shaving cream on him. She gets to shave him up and down. I think that just says that those baths were very intimate. Like, it was truly bathing him.
And we've confirmed a new shaving zone. The buttocks has been confirmed. So we have upper thigh, leg, forearm, upper arm, back, neck.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about chest.
Don't judge people who are hairy people.
You're the only one that's made any judgments. I'm just stating facts. I'm being objective and I'm making observations. So the only ones we haven't confirmed are chest, stomach, groin. And
Well,
maybe,
no, that's not true.
Maybe inner thigh.
I think we've confirmed chest by the fact that he does bodybuilding competitions, so he probably
She didn't say that,
takes
though.
everything.
I would assume it too, but she hasn't said it.
Okay, let's fish fly.
I think he could handle that because he can see it. But the way that the way he said it too was, she gets to relive that time when she shaves my back like this.
Yeah.
Tells you that he's aware of what she's getting out of it.
Yeah.
And he's seen it before. And when he was actually trying to have a moment and kind of kiki with her, and he was like, you know, I love it when you do this for me. I mean, it's a problem. I've even had Emily do it sometimes where she's like, stop it. Stop it. Be quiet while I shave you. Ruin it. Don't talk about Emily while I shave
But I think that
you.
shows you that his boundaries are blurred and are he doesn't understand
Blurred
right
line.
He doesn't understand right from wrong because he thinks what she's getting out of it is exactly what Emily should get out of it, and that
Which
shouldn't really be
is
the same.
What?
So he's like, oh yeah, Emily's done this. So he thinks it's appropriate to be touched by the woman in his life in that manner. And he's okay with both his mother and Emily doing it, which shows you that he's not seeing there's a difference between
I think
Emily
it was more
and
like
his mother.
this. I think it's more like this. I think he's been desensitized to people touching his body, one, for that purpose, because he gets shaved a lot. That's why I was saying you should have it done by professional service, because it'd be normalized with the right people. He's normalized that a lot. Whenever he does it with Emily, he wasn't talking about it like it was a super intimate experience with her. I think he was just bringing it up because it was the same like grooming process.
Right.
Her saying, don't talk about Emily right now, tells me that she's clearly, whether he is or not, having and blurring the lines with both of them, which it's fine if he does with Emily, but she's definitely in some weird places when she's touching him and shaving his body like that. For her to be like, don't talk about Emily right now. That'd be like if we were making sweet, passionate love, and
Where are you going with
you started talking about someone else, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, stop it. Don't talk about that right now. And it was ruining it.
Yeah. I get it.
It'd be the same. You want to talk?
I get the point you're making.
Let me lay it out again.
No. That was a big enough analogy. I get it.
How about Emily?
Wow, you gotta give her a chance.
No.
You gotta give her a chance.
I'm not comfortable when Emily around me. We're different, two different cultures.
I don't think it's culture.
No,
Okay.
I know. I kept my relationship with Emily a secret for a year and a half. The reason I was hesitant telling my mom about Emily is the fact that she is from a different culture, and to bring someone from the
There's the dad.
outside culture to our
They're very
culture,
good-looking
it's a whole
people,
different
both the mom and the dad.
Mm-hmm.
shock. My mom's originally from
She's
Afghanistan,
gorgeous.
and Emily's family's originally from Korea.
Oh, that's the problem.
My culture, a Muslim man should marry a Muslim woman. He deserves a good wife.
All right.
The wife that I choose.
I know my mom wants me to date a Muslim girl, specifically Afghani girl, but I've tried that already. My mom set me up with her best friend's daughter.
She was beautiful. She was a perfect woman for Shikip.
Shikip.
The reason why I got married, even though I didn't really want to pursue that route, was the fear that my mom, I didn't know how much time my mom had left. My mom battled breast cancer 12 years ago.
Terrible disease.
What does that have to do with his new girlfriend?
I didn't believe it at first, and it kind of hit me, like I was going to lose my mom. I was terrified. I was in a lot of fear.
That seems like that was a hot minute ago. Wait, when was this going on?
No, he said 12 years ago. So let's just listen to the time frame.
Okay.
I got married because I wanted to
He wasn't
fulfill
It
my
looks like
mom.
he was
back
going
then.
through some stress.
Yeah, and he wasn't bodybuilding.
No, I think he was being forced to marry someone that he didn't love because his mom was sick.
He just said he did it because he wanted to make her happy.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if
that
he was
could cause
forced,
some
but he definitely wanted to make
could
her
cause some stress
happy.
eating. That's all I'm saying.
It made her like the happiest woman on earth. But the main reason why our marriage didn't work out, our personalities are totally
That'll
different.
do it.
No girl ever been.
Oh, she's
good.
saying this.
You cannot replace her.
Oh man.
Never, ever.
And this
I'm
is
not trying to replace her.
this is
We're
where
two
the-
different
You
people.
cannot be.
This is where
you
the
know?
core of the issues happen.
I want him to be happy, and I know he's not going to be happy with you.
Okay, push
like
pause.
this constantly.
Please. That is exactly my point I was making about the age discrepancy.
I think he likes it.
He may like it, but this is my problem why a 24-year-old girl should never date a man in his 30s. While you're in your 20s, women, do not date an older man. It is, you have not lived enough to see the bigger issue. Because when she becomes empowered and she realizes how badass she is, she would not, number one, be dating a man who lives at home with his parents. Number two, she would not be dating a guy who allows any woman, whether it's his mother, any woman, to talk to her like that.
But he's kind. He is kind to her.
It doesn't matter. That's not kind. That is not kind to let
He didn't
someone
do that
talk
to her.
No, to let someone talk to your girl.
That's his mother.
No. It
You
doesn't
expect
matter
him
who
to
it
talk
is.
back to his mother?
Absolutely. Hierarchy. That's the number one issue we have. It is your girl.
Where do you think she is on the hierarchy?
Who do you think he sleeps with?
His mother.
That might be true.
Wait, Shakeb?
That may be true, and that's the problem. And only a girl who's in her 20s, who's naive about the world, who really hasn't lived. See, he can't get a 30-year-old girl.
Tell me how you really feel.
I'm just saying he can't get a 30-year-old girl because a 30-year-old girl would have walked in that house, and as soon as someone would have talked crazy to her or she found out he lived with his mama and that's what's going on, she would have walked out. He can't land a 30-year-old girl.
He could. You just need to find the 30-year-old girl with just the perfect amount of damage
Smothered
and
girls.
father issues where she was given like negative 10%
And I guarantee
attention.
you that may be the girlfriend right now. I want to
You
know
think?
more about her.
You think?
I am not even interested in the mother son in here. I am interested in her.
The comment about it's like the baseline. When your baseline is and for accepting boyfriends is that he's kind, he's like a decent human being.
He's just a good person.
It means most of the stuff before that was not.
He's just a good person. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to sit there
He doesn't even
and watch
step
this
on my
young
head.
girl. I didn't even realize the mom was sitting on the same couch with her. Like for her to just be sitting there talking her out.
with her hand on his thigh and
With her
stuff.
hand on his
with the girl
thigh.
over there just like with her hands crossed on her own lap. Just like, I just feel like we're not at the point in our relationship where I can touch him in front of his mother.
Yeah, there's all kinds of.
What do you think would happen if his girlfriend touched his thigh in front of his mom?
I don't know, but I definitely think.
Play it out. What do you think would happen?
Well, I do think in a way, just because she does seem like she is.
All right, I'm gonna be Shakeb.
Well,
Sugar, you're gonna be Shakeb's mom, and Sharity, you can be.
Don't wake Sugar right
well,
now.
I don't remember her name. You're gonna be side chick or whatever her name is.
She's definitely the side chick.
So
She's having side chick tendencies. She's not even complaining. She knows her place, and he doesn't correct it.
she knows mama's the bottom bitch.
Mama is the bottom bitch for real.
So, Sugar's here, mama, holding her territory down, and you put your hand on my thigh after you've been minding your business like you should. What do you think happens to that hand?
I get spit.
It gets bit, right? It gets bit. I'm just saying, she puts her hand over there. Mama Shakeb's biting that hand off.
Well, here's another thing.
She probably got a razor
The
blade on
mom
her.
already picked out a woman.
You know she got a razor on her.
But the mom already did pick out a woman for him. So he's gone against the grain already by not being with that woman. So I feel like there's more issues between the mom and the son than they're letting on.
What do you mean? What issues?
Oh my gosh, okay.
You know what I'm nervous about? Her opening this cabinet and seeing what we have.
Oh my gosh.
No one is ever good enough for me, ever.
Call it mother's intuition. I'll be sending you some more recipes that I have. I'll come over and I'll just show you how to cook some more.
She's looking for a problem. She's looking for a reason not to like me.
Oh man.
I think every couple's super cute.
I think
that
she's
we've
my
seen.
favorite.
So we're in Connecticut.
This is what you try to get me to do.
I think she's your favorite.
I'm not a big enough mama's boy to get.
Be careful.
I'm
do
Steph.
that.
I've been dating Mike for 2 years.
Ready? Go.
They were actually the same age, right?
Yeah.
Thank God my mom isn't seeing this. Dude, I literally haven't skated since 2nd grade.
Okay. Kiss for good luck.
Be careful.
Yeah, same
I'm
age.
Steph.
Okay.
I've been
Mama's boy, Mike and Stephanie. Oh no.
Wait.
dating Mike for 2 years.
Ready? Go. Push off.
Don't get hurt.
Thank God my mom isn't seeing this.
So Mike and I met at our jobs, which was at a very popular talk show. And right from the very
Wonder what
beginning,
talk
I had
show?
my eye on him. I was like, okay, this boy is really cute. Now we're together all the time, and I just am never sick of him.
Am I blushing?
That's cute. They're
No.
cute.
He wasn't blushing.
There you go.
I feel safer when you're there.
There you go. Look
do
at
I
you.
look as graceful as you?
You're a natural.
Our relationship is crazy. No matter what, there's always an adventure to be had.
He definitely didn't see that tree.
Yeah, he did.
I love everything about Steph. She's
Should we do a breakdown?
everything I could ever want in a girl. And she brought me so much genuine joy and happiness when we first started talking and even just became friends that I said, wow, I need more of her in my life.
And pretty much everything about our relationship is
corny.
Red flag.
except for one thing. His mom. Sometimes when Mike's around his mom, the way he acts makes me
She's
just roll
pretty.
my eyes
I think
because
the
he
girl
reverts
should
back
be
to
more
his
like his
child
mom.
self. He just acts like a little boy. He doesn't act like the same macho man that I know him as. He acts like
That's
a little
an
boy that needs his
interesting
mom.
comment.
I get to go to
That's
sleep
what his
every
face
night
just
to the
said
sound of
too. He's like, you don't say those things about me on camera. see him.
Mike talking to his mom.
Well, listen, I mean, here's the thing. It's like, you know, family values are important.
And I get to wake up every morning to the sound of Mike's mom calling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, every morning.
That was a sarcastic face saying, oh yeah, it's like she doesn't really call every morning, okay? Which tells me that she calls like all but one morning a week, probably.
I don't think there's anything wrong with talking to your mom at night and talking to your mom in the morning if you have that kind of relationship. That doesn't cross me as weird yet.
I know that if I pet the dog in the morning before I give you a kiss, you sometimes have a comment about it. So we'll see
No,
about that.
I have a
I'm
problem.
going to start making calls to other people before I talk to you in the morning.
No, I have a problem with you
I don't think it'll be a problem.
having the dog sleep in between us and then rubbing and kissing her in the morning before you like even acknowledge my existence.
Hey, how I touch the dog is not a big deal, okay?
And
she loves it.
And there's a built-in assumption that he talks to his mom before he talks to his girl who's laying in bed with him. That might not be true. It's just he does talk to her in the morning is all we know.
I'm just saying, the way she brought it up, it seems like it's coming between their
It seems like she's not
relationship.
as close with her parents. That's it.
Okay, let's see.
Mom literally just texted me. She's actually heading back from the grocery store right now. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh, what'd she buy us stuff again?
No, she just texted me that there's a sale for blueberries and oranges.
That's nice.
My son is 26, but I still feel that he will always need his mom,
Liz,
especially with him modeling
50.
now and has been modeling.
When my friends see pictures of Michael and they're like drooling, you know, I'm proud. I'm proud. I don't mind. Let them drool. That's my son. I'm proud of him. And he does look good.
She
He
likes
works
his
so
body.
hard
What's
to make
problematic
himself
about
look
that?
this good. So, you know, why not? I don't mind sharing it.
Okay, that was a weird
see?
comment. Sharing
He
it?
wants to share his body.
It's not hers to share.
Make sure it's perfect
It's
when my
not
mom
his.
walks in.
You know what I'm nervous about? Her opening this cabinet and seeing what we have.
Oh my gosh, she's
Sour
gonna
candies.
flip.
Dude
I
knows
feel
what's
like I-
up.
She's gonna flip out over
This is the horrible stuff that they have in there. It looks
pretzels,
like there's
sour
toffee.
candies, and toffee.
Is that what that is? Or brittle, peanut brittle?
Peanut brittle, pretzels, Cheez-Its.
Chocolate covered pretzels, cheese.
Those aren't chocolate covered, are they?
Looks like
I
it.
don't know. I haven't eaten real gluten in forever.
Kind of have to walk on eggshells around Liz because I genuinely feel like she's looking for a problem.
like they have her
She's
tone
looking
of
for a
makeup
reason
off.
not to like me.
She literally has a sixth sense for junk food. It's like she could smell candy from a mile away.
I mean, she's pretty thin.
Liz is obsessed with clean eating.
Everyone
What are we gonna do
has
with all this?
their
Oh my
guilty
gosh.
pleasures, though. I want to know. I want to know
I don't know, I
what
could hide these.
you
She
know,
wants my household to have no
dungeon
sugar, no
torture
snacks. We have to
place
clear out
that
the
Liz
cabinets.
goes
She has nothing
to
to complain
to
about.
get her demons out.
It's just
Once
funny
She's a
that they're...
dominatrix
She started
for
making sure I
show.
was eating healthy even more and really jumping up. She's always been my manager.
Did
my
you see those
momager,
eyes?
She likes to call it.
He almost fucked up there for a second.
Let's see it again.
I don't know. I could hide these. She wants my household to have
She
no
manages
sugar,
every
no
moment
snacks.
of a conversation
we have
as
to clear
well.
out the cabinet so she has nothing to complain about.
Once I started modeling, she started making sure.
So these are her eyes. She's watching. She's monitoring him to make sure he's portraying her appropriately on camera. And there's a moment where she's not 100% approving. And then I feel like he feels the energy and kicks it into turbo and takes it up a notch, and she lights up.
Let's see.
Because he almost fucks up, and then he straightens it out.
Even more and really jumping up. She's always been my manager, my momager, she likes to call it.
So I have a question, since this is talk therapy. So I guess that's emotional abuse. Like, because obviously it doesn't look like they have any physical abuse. We don't really know that,
I
but
don't know if it's abusive as much as it's...
is it emotionally abusive to
I think
make your kids jump through hoops like that
I
to
think
please
it's
you?
controlling. I think it's a little codependent. I think she's determining a lot of her own self-worth and value on like how her children are seen and perceived by the world.
Is it how her children's perceived by the world or how she's perceived by the world?
That's what I'm saying. I think that she should be focused on herself because that's who's concerned, but she's putting that onto her son.
Mm-hmm. Is that why he has a job as a model? And she's
why he's
okay.
obsessed with his image and what he eats, and why she looks like she's obsessed with what she eats and what she looks like.
Why she's okay with everybody drooling over him?
Yeah, because that's exactly what she wants, because he did exactly what she wants, which is the same thing in all these smothered and love a mama's boy scenarios. Is the kids do exactly what the mother wants, and usually the mom has conditioned them to do that.
I wonder if any of our listeners have experienced that, and if they have, are they still experiencing it? Yeah, email, comment.
Stories galore. We'll go over them.
She just set that down at the door.
Hide that.
Hide the bananas, hide everything.
I love how their strategy was not to just throw it all away,
but just
try to consume as much of it as possible before she gets to the door.
She runs it like Cruella DeVille.
Hello, darling.
I brought you a bunch of food.
She's looking around immediately, scoping the room. Look,
she
eyes
brings
around.
over healthy meals every week.
Hi, Steph.
Hi.
She brought food.
She is trying to control what I cook for him. She literally is teaching me how to make Liz-approved meals.
Oh, God. So I've been cooking. You know how I always make extra.
Liz's influence is very strong.
Liz is very worried about how much money Mike is spending. They even shared a bank account while he was in college.
She's worried about if he's living life on a dangerous path. I feel like she's worried that I'm like a bad influence on him.
Well, this is one meal. Actually, I'm going to leave you the recipe. Hey, what happened to that cookbook I got you?
Oh, did you see that energy? She felt it too. She's like, "Girl, I got your cookbook."
The girlfriend is a little too nice right now. I think she knows
she's better than most.
But I feel like she knows she has to win her boyfriend's approval, not just the mom's approval, but the boyfriend's approval, because she doesn't cross me as a girl who puts up with a lot of shit, but she is putting up with shit here. And I also think the mom knows she can push over anybody. Like, just to show up to their house with her food and making her use her cookbook. Like, I think the mom actually will approve her if she allows the mom to control her. And she, like, I almost feel like this girl is really smart, is I guess what I'm saying. It's like she's figured out the game.
She's recognizing. I think she has a lot more power than she recognizes. And the mom continues to always try to keep her off, her comfort level, because she knows that.
Yes.
The same thing you talked about earlier, because she has the thing that the mom doesn't have and can never have.
Exactly. But this one actually lives with him. So this mom definitely is threatened. But and you're right. I don't think she's figured it out yet that she can actually push back. But I also think she's figured out, I'm going to play the game I need to get the ring first. As soon as I get the ring, I would like to know what she does as soon as she gets the ring, because I think one reason she's really nice to the mom is because I think the son is still scared of his mother.
Clearly.
Yeah, he's still scared of her, so she has to play it cool right now. But something the girlfriend said that bothered me was, oh, well, he shared a bank account with his mom, and like, we're too old, kind of this too old, but they are only 26. 26 is still very young. You and your mom were very codependent at 26.
Mm-hmm.
And so in some ways, I still understand the mom trying to be protective, because 26 is really young to be very serious and living with a girl. Like, it is.
But the way that they react to each other, it's like there's repercussions to not
doing what
behaving
she says.
the way that she needs him to behave.
I agree.
And I'm wondering if it's like disappointment.
Yeah, probably.
Or if she still has a lot of financial support with them, or what. Because it seems like my initial instinct was, if the girlfriend could show the mom that, or could show her man that there's nothing the mom could do
to hurt you.
So stop being afraid, stop, cowering to her, and be yourself. She raised you. You'll be a lot like her. And I think you'll make her very proud, but you can't make all your decisions based on whether or not you think she's going to be happy afterwards, because she doesn't control the things that you value moving forward. Right?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think it's really hard for girls to do that, though. Like, I think it's a lot easier for a guy to say, oh, I'm going to stand up to someone and I'm going to put my foot down and see what happens. Like, I think for girls, if you've already have been pushed over, it's a little harder. Like, once we lose our confidence, which this world doesn't allow us to have much confidence. So once we lose it, or we're threatened in a way, like, I think it's really hard to regain control. Like, I think a guy has physical force, so it's a lot easier to assert yourself and to have that confidence to say, oh, she can't hurt us.
Or more confrontational because of that. Yeah.
Right. But I do think you're right in the way, is there something the mom has over them that, I mean, she's the manager, so she definitely has his career. The momager. So she is in charge of his career, and perhaps he's afraid of that. I wonder if she made him sign a contract. Anyway.
You do? You liked the sloppy joes I made last week on the whole wheat buns.
Yeah, those were good.
You used turkey meat?
I used turkey meat. I actually did the exact recipe that you shared with us.
See, Mom?
See, she's decent.
So as long as I
have
been dating women, my mom has been protective. And like, the crazy thing is, I love you to death, but no one is ever good enough for me.
She was worried about what he was about to say.
Yeah, she really was.
Oh, what did I do? Which one's he bringing up?
More recipes that I have. I'll come over and I'll just show you how to cook some more.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's nice.
Okay?
I'm my mom's only son.
I mean, she's causing sugar nightmares. I don't know if you can hear her down there.
I lost my father when I was 8
That's
years old.
Everybody has this really awful childhood story.
He was overweight.
Diabetes from health issues.
Away from an embolism. I had to take on.
Well, that's why she wants everybody to be healthy.
And he looks like just a healthy version of the dad.
Father, anything.
Like if the dad was skinny.
That's what I am. I want him to have the girl that he will be in love with.
I think he has
and
that.
be happy with for the rest of his life.
Next to him, right there.
So I do want him to be careful with Stephanie, whether she is the right one for him or not. I'm not sure.
I wonder how young she was when she got married.
We're doing good.
I love Michael so much, and I want to be with this guy for the rest of my life. But if I don't get his mom's approval, then I don't know if this relationship's going to work out. I don't know.
See, these are young 20-something girls talking again.
Okay.
Thinking they need somebody else's approval for love, other than the person they're with.
What was her name?
I don't know, but I feel like part of the issues that we are seeing is because these women are young. Like, that is definitely, like, I don't think we're going to see this shit from, like, a 35-year-old girl. He's still live with his mama, and I need her approval. Like, no. Grown-ass women don't talk about stuff like that. Like, this is definitely part of the issue.
See, I think Kim recognizes the threat. She seems like she keeps her distance, and she plays her cards that she knows she can win with, and is playing the long game.
Yeah, Kim definitely. But you know what? Kelly also sees the long game, because Kelly acts like she
doesn't
likes...
bring it up either. She doesn't talk about it either. She just walks by like, you know who the queen is right now? It'll be that way till you dethrone me. I see scheming over there.
See,
you ain't got nothing yet, though. You would have made your move.
Well, Kelly seemed to
barking at her when she walks by.
Well, it seemed like Kim had the upper hand until they had to move in the house and had no other choice but to move in.
Yeah, and
Stack your paper, girl.
Kelly walks around the house going, mine, 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 yours, mine, 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 mine. Points over at Matt, mine. Doesn't even give her an hours or anything.
How's it going? Hi. We're here for pedicures.
Yeah, so 3 pedicures?
Yes.
Over there, please.
Awesome, thank you. Today, Matt, Kim, and myself are going to get our monthly pedicures.
Mom and I have been going for a couple years now.
And then Kim started tagging along.
Shots fired.
Yes. Matt and I will sit here.
See, that's part of the problem, though. You see how Kim allowed Kelly to direct?
Now, Kim was leading until Kelly, waddled up there and cut her off.
Shots are fired, though. The way I'm sorry. Mama Kelly is a true gangster. She be sliding in those digs, real ladylike too. She was like, we all go for it. Me and Matt always have gone for
Started 4 years ago with our pedicures until Kim started tagging along.
That is something you say about a little sibling.
You could also say that that's when they started dating, when Matt and Kim started dating. I guess would be another way to say it.
Yeah, that's why I said she gets her little digs, and I bet she has sisters.
She's the third wheel.
Mama Kelly has sisters.
Kim's the third wheel on this.
Yeah.
That's why she's putting her over in third wheel chairs. She's like, these are mine and Matt's chairs. And usually that big fat woman with the corn sits over in that other chair. You can sit over there.
Did you just comment on weight?
Yeah, we don't. I'm assuming. I'm looking at that one chair. It's got a lot of extra wear on it. I don't know what's going on with it. Looks like there's a big old impression in it. I'm just assuming.
I'm just teasing you, but it is.
I know
funny.
If I was a catty girl, that's the comment I would make.
I know.
Say, why don't you go sit over in that big girl chair? That's where the big girls sit.
You've watched.
Take her down a couple extra pegs.
You've watched enough Housewives with me to know how it goes.
Yeah, join us for our new Housewives series. We're going to be following the Housewives of Salt Lake City when it starts up, November 11th.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Oh! Okay, honestly though, if there's an Oklahoma City Housewives, I really, really hope Andy Cohen picks me for the show.
Yeah, reach out. We're down.
But Carter, really, look at his face though in the
I think
scene.
you should do the Real Husbands of OKC.
They have the Real Husbands of Hollywood, but it was like a
OKC.
sketch, right?
No, do it real though.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
Okay.
That's weird that she wants to be in the middle.
Who?
Always got to sit in the middle, huh, Kelly?
I'm telling you, she knows where.
What are you gonna get?
To take her shots too. She had sisters.
I'll get that one too.
Okay, I wanted to get the cucumber one. We can't all get the cucumber.
Kelly,
What's new, Matt?
I'm telling you, Kim asked for it though.
Kelly, you right. Why don't you get something different over there in the fat girl chair?
Listen, this is a problem that she always sits in the middle because that is her showing her dominance and her son not saying, no, I'm going to sit next to both of my girls. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can
Kim,
you can take the cult approach from 90 Day Fiance and be like, I'm going to go over across the room. Y'all handle this. I'm going to go over across the room and get a back massage.
Kim really, I definitely think she's playing nice. But Kelly is giving those jabs. We need to keep score. She's over. Boom, boom, boom. I guess the audience
2-1.
can't really see
I think
me
it's 2-1.
doing boxing. Okay. I think it's 2-0.
Make those ones.
Oh, thank you very much.
Block the face. Block the face.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So much.
Hope you like it.
He can't even cheers his girl.
Oh,
I forgot you were there. That's 3-1.
that's from Kim.
Kelly.
That's from Kim.
Oh my God.
That's the second time that
was
there
a
has
double
been
shot.
a big enough mean girl comment for Kim to settle back into her chair, eyes down, and go, well, okay.
Well, here's the question because
that hurt.
I was raised in a house where you respect your elders. So where is the line where she actually should comment back? Because
Dude.
right now, I feel like Kim's just trying to be respectful.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
She's
all the
strategic.
girls.
She knows what's up. She lived with women.
And she's
this is
not
a verbal battle. This is a war. Okay.
The mom is being so passive aggressive that you can't even call her out on actually being mean. Like the son would be like, "What? What'd she say? She just said you were tagging along."
She was over there.
Yeah, like
She's being quiet.
So I feel like you have to wait till the mom says something absolutely explicit. Like, is it Shakib's mom? She's
look at those ratchet ass feet, you dirty hoe.
She's
Something
like, you're
that,
never gonna be the other girl. Now that is where I think you can comment back. But this mom,
it's factual. She's taller, she's thinner, she's got better hair.
This mom, Miss Kelly, I'm not going. I would never go head to head with Miss Kelly. I might actually let her win because she is almost about to knock her out here. She's like, what, 3-0 now? Actually, I think she did a double. That was 4-0.
3-1.
I think we got 4-0.
Kim got one in earlier.
Okay, we're both judging. So you got 3-1.
Okay.
I got 4-0.
Sugar, you got the third decision.
So, is there any news from the architect or anything?
Yeah, he's gonna come over and we're gonna take a look at the shop and everything to get the plan going.
Yeah.
So, I think it'll be cool because we're all gonna be on the same property.
Oh my God.
Matt and Kelly have made the decision to build a home for him and I, which
That's
is
sweet.
incredible. But by building, I mean converting a garage space in Kelly's backyard.
We haven't even met with an architect yet, and it seems that Matt and Kelly are so gung-ho for this idea. They're going through with it, and no matter what I say, nothing's
Sometimes they forget you're there, Kim.
You're on board though with the house, like you like it now.
Financially, it makes sense, but for like you and I as a couple, I don't like.
She cut her
A
off.
lot of people your age don't get a home built.
No, and I
Mom's
appreciate.
custom made.
I genuinely appreciate that.
It
like in
doesn't
itself.
sound like it.
Okay, so we just figured it
just
out.
think,
I think if you recognize what I was doing for you, you'd be the one down here handling my feet, Kim.
So this is the one thing that we've seen in this relationship. And again, it comes from being a young woman. She has the money influence over them. When their apartment caught on fire, which meant they probably didn't have renter's insurance, they came running home to mommy. And now
Mama.
Yeah, mama. And now that they're there, mama has devised a plan, which is like, oh, I'm going to build their house. I'm going to build their house on my property. And
I thought they all worked it out together.
it's custom. It's a
Yeah.
custom home. So it's
Most people their age don't even have houses like
Exactly.
that. Custom
So,
home.
money,
Most
money,
people their
money.
age don't even have a custom home. Better be
See,
thankful.
A grown ass woman
Better
would be
be
like,
thankful.
thank you, but no thank you. We're going to stack our own paper.
I brought him into your life. I'll take him out.
I don't know. See, Kim is losing the battle because she definitely should think twice before moving onto the same property as someone who's not even her actual mother-in-law yet. She's just still the girlfriend.
She's got some type of promise secret ring over there.
She has something on that finger, but
We don't know who that's from. That could be Kelly's ring over there saying that's her stay in line promise ring.
no, only your mom gives those out.
Say I promise during the course of the construction on our custom home to listen to everything Mama Kelly says and only do what she tells me.
No, I really thought it was kind of rude of Mama Kelly to cut her off as soon as she was trying to speak and verbalize
Most
her
people
opinion.
her age don't even get a custom home, Sharity.
And it is clear, Kim is right. It's clear they've already talked about it. But I do think that's nice of them to build them a home.
It is.
And I kind of
Keep him close.
I haven't seen anything from Miss Kelly yet why Kim wouldn't want this relationship. Yeah, her boyfriend spends time with his mother. Yeah, he does her hair. But it seems like she should just let Mama Kelly pamper her. I wonder who's paying for the pedicure and the manicure right now. I'm going to put money on it. I wish Miss Kelly, please call in and let us know because I have a feeling you are supporting them both.
And if it's you, Kim, I know you'll reach out because you'll want to set the record straight. Say,
Yeah,
no, I treated everybody.
Then set the record straight.
That's why I was bright red whenever she was shaming me.
I don't know, babe. Like you and I talked about, like getting our own place here. Even
Who's
if
gonna
we can
pay
still
for it?
Be near your parents, but having our own space.
But there's
and you
no
don't want
point.
that.
There's no point in doing that when we can literally just be on the same property. Building the house is a great idea, and I'm happy and excited for it.
I'm hoping that we can all three.
Mama
come
Kelly is
together
like, this
and
is the
find
ultimate
some-
win. I won the war, bitch. I won. I get the house. I get him on the property forever.
She loves hearing her sermon come out of his mouth.
She does. She really does. She was like,
She said,
preach.
preach, Matthew.
Preach.
unison in the three of us, I guess.
Kim's wide mouth.
So is it kind of like always your plan to like stay like near your mom?
Kelly heard what it was. Kim thought she was being coy and throwing it at Matt in a way that Matt wouldn't hear it, and he might say something to show how important Kim is over Kelly, which Matt was probably about to do. But Kelly was like, okay, now first, before you speak, Matt, recognize what she's asking you, okay? She's trying to put you in a spot.
But that was really important because that is something young couples should talk about. Like,
I agree.
What are your future plans? Where did you see yourself being? And before he can even get it out, Mama's trying to talk and say what his feelings are. That's a problem. That is a problem. I'm proud of Kim. That's one. And now I'm giving Kim 1 point. 4-1.
Okay, well, Kelly's about to cut Matt off before he even gets to speak on it. So let's hear what they have to say.
So
Like, what's the real question? Like, I'm curious.
you took him to Santa Monica.
$20.
He wanted to live by the beach.
Yeah.
That didn't work out so well, did it?
No, Matt had a really hard time living away from you.
Okay, so it
What
should
did we
maybe
say?
be a
He
discussion.
Lost 30 pounds.
So I don't know
Because
why
I'm
we would
assuming
want to
because
do
you
that
didn't
again.
cook for him.
Whoa. So, okay. When you were making your comments earlier, and I, before we start recording, I kind of said, I think they put on happy weight being together, probably like 15 pounds. And you saw their the videos they shot clearly at the beginning of their relationship versus now. And I don't think it has anything to do with cooking. I do think there's a little, I don't want to call it depression, but there is something when you're in a relationship like that. I think it's stressful to have to deal with two women. I bet it's very stressful. And I like that Kim brought up the most important point, which is his health. Like when he was living with me, he was healthy. He was 30 pounds smaller. And now that he's living with you, he's clearly unhealthy. And
That's
this
because
is,
you didn't feed him because you can't cook.
I know, that was so mean.
Because you're a busted wife. You ain't going to be nothing.
That is so mean. She should be like, no, I'm a 26-year-old woman living in 2020. I don't have to learn to cook. I got something else.
Yeah, look at her.
I got that wop.
You know, they have food.
You got the wop, mama?
No, look at Kim.
That was her time to shine.
It's not like there's no food in the house over there.
I know. The mom is like, but is it like Hansel and Gretel? Like feeding them to eat them?
No, I think she's pumping her up so that she can pull more of a Buffalo Bill, and Kelly's going to put Kim's skin on her so that she can carry out her true intent.
Crazy. We're getting so crazy.
It's too real. That's the problem. It's too real because it sounds like something Kelly would do.
I believe that
It
our
puts
20s
the lotion
are-
on the Kim.
Wait, hold on. Kelly's about to drop something.
It puts the lotion on the Kim, or else it gets the hose again.
Kelly's about to drop something real.
And really figuring things out for ourselves. But Matt tends to just go run to his mom
Mama.
when things get tough. And Matt really needs to learn how to stand on his own 2 feet because I can't live in a world that's all about Kelly all the time.
She's coming into her womanhood. She just hasn't figured it out. That means no Matt.
Oh my gosh. Domination.
Trust. 5.
Dominance move. Move of dominance. Did you hear what she said too? It's a good life. You're living a good life, darling. Don't go messing it up for
Look at
yourself.
Mama's ring.
Asking questions.
Look at Mama's ring. Mama's
Well, she
ring's
was
nice.
strategic. She wasn't going to put the one that didn't bling on top. You put that money on top. Go, this is a good life. You see how good of a life it is? It could be better. Look at that little ring on your finger. That little do what Kelly says ring on your finger. That could be a big Mama Kim ring one day. If you play your cards right. You might even be able to move into the big house. Out of the shed. We'll customize a room for you.
I think Kim is
By the kitchen to make sure Matt eats well.
Kim's wheels are starting to spin where she does realize this isn't a healthy relationship. This isn't how a man should behave. She just hasn't figured out the part that means you can't be there with this kind of man.
Oh, she knew that a long time. That was why I was saying that earlier. She knows how to play it. She saw it a long time ago. This is just a really complex case. You know what I mean? This is one of those ones where they go in and you're like, oh, this is going to be like a two-week issue. And you finally look into the books. You're like, oh, I think we're going to be here for a year. A lot of work to be done on this relationship. Let's see.
It's me. This is our life, me and you, not like us three. Like, is Valentine's Day?
She just came back up swinging.
No. Oh, she said it.
No. Yeah,
Called it.
well,
Probably.
She came up swinging.
What do you think
and Mama
Kim and I
Kelly
need to do about Valentine's Day? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is inappropriate.
Spice it up. You know what I mean? Because I go down the hall sometimes and I don't hear anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Kelly, teach her how to keep a walk.
Hold on, keep going. I gotta listen to this.
No. Kelly has no place discussing the intimacy between her son and I. I mean, she's the reason that we have problems to begin with.
I think she
Yeah,
might be
Kelly
right
knows how to
about
get a
what we
dick hard.
need. Like, she knows what's not going on.
Okay, push pause. Okay,
I put up with this.
there was so much packed into that.
What?
That's the boundary that just got crossed.
Which one?
Talking about their sex life and
I don't
saying
think she was talking about their sex life. She was just talking about the amount of volume that she hears in the hallway in her own home.
like I said, talking about their sex life, and then
For all she knows, she's just quiet.
and then to take it as far as she needs to spice it up, telling her what she needs to do to please her son. Like,
Yeah, because
that's weird.
I mean, a good woman keeps her man screaming.
That's weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's just
No,
weird.
What do you mean?
And for Kim to sit there, that's what I'm saying. Kim is not. She's still a little girl right now.
What's wrong with the mother looking for her son's throes of ecstasy in the middle of the night?
Yeah, Kim is. I need to talk to Kim. Kim, call me, girl.
She's pretty too.
She's gorgeous. Kim's gorgeous.
This weird bond
Judgy.
between Matt and his mom because I truly love him with all of my heart.
They do look great there.
Matt and I have been talking about getting married and him proposing
That looks
soon.
better.
But the more
They look
that I
really
think
good.
about it, the more I wonder, am I marrying Matt or am I marrying Matt
I think that's
and
pretty
his
clear.
mom? That's not really the life that I planned out for myself.
Love it. Thank you.
I think sometimes you ask those questions aloud because you want someone else to say it to
Yours
you.
look good too, Kim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine look better.
This stuff works. That looks good.
Shut the, I mean, Kelly can take a dig so quick.
What are you doing here?
Miss Kelly,
We're all gonna have Valentine's Day.
you
together.
are a pro. You are in the ring with an amateur. Go
Number one
easy
as
on her.
always.
Of course. I am number one.
See, only little 20-something-year-old girls are gonna take someone talking to them like that.
I mean, I think you know who number one is in our relationship, right?
We will get into that next time.
Okay, well, we've reached the halfway point in the show, and usually we break it up at the halfway point. We'll come back with Emily, Shakeb, and Layla next time for this little menage a trois and talk about it a little bit more. And then, of course, we'll switch back to Smothered. But for this episode, I'm Carter.
I'm Sharity.
And we'll talk to you next time.